Former council offices at the centre of a campaign against a housing regeneration scheme in West Hampstead have now been occupied by squatters. Activists moved into Camden Council's derelict housing and social services offices last Saturday. They say they want to turn the building, which has been empty for 3 years, into a new community centre. They've since approached council bosses to apply for a lease to stay in the building.
This is probably one of the best buildings we've ever seen for a community centre. It's 5 floors of office space, used to be the old Camden housing office. We're going to fill it with activities, arts, culture, music, theatre, workshops, skill sharing, all different sorts of activities, whatever the local community would like to see here and the people of London. I think they want to demolish it and put up a 6-storey block of some luxury housing, and they claim some affordable housing, but there's a lot of issues with affordable housing. It's 80% of market rates, which is unaffordable for a lot of people. Well, we're communicating with the council. We've sent a whole load of emails to councillors and MPs. Here you have a community resource that's laid empty for 3 years, and it's likely to lie empty for another 1 to 2 years. All we're looking for is a meanwhile lease, some kind of legal entity set up, like a co-op or a not-for-profit, to save it as a community centre for the future. And we're hoping that cooperation and common sense will be seen and the building will be safe for community use.
I mean, I think Camden should be considering a proper application to use the site. It's a shame it's been left empty for 3 years. There's some decay going on, and it is costing the council money in security every week. What the group are offering is to save money on security, rebuild the building, fix the things that are wrong with it, and use it for the benefit of the community. And I think Camden should be listening to that. They shouldn't be just taking a knee-jerk reaction to the occupation and trying to evict them straight away. It's a good proposal that they're putting forwards. This building will stay empty for at least another year, so it's important that we try and make the best use of it that we can.
And we became aware of plans to redevelop this space. The space here is public land, public buildings on public land, all paid for by the taxpayer. The council was looking to sell the site in order to create a range of properties here, most of which are going to be private, or they're going to 50% private sale, 50% so-called affordable. As we know, there's a big debate at the moment regarding what affordable means, because it's a relative term. If you're incredibly rich, a lot of things are affordable. If you're an average worker, then affordable has an entirely different meaning.
Well, we did get in touch with Camden Council, and their financial chief councillor, Theo Blackwell, had this to say. They want to talk about housing, but this is a development that would provide much-needed housing, half of it affordable, that will benefit the community immensely. They are harming the chance of that housing being provided. They came to us asking for meanwhile use of the building, which we were willing to consider before we learned they had already occupied it. We will not negotiate with squatters and have spoken to our lawyers and are willing to take legal action to evict them. Next in London.